Hi guys, welcome to Mike's Workshop Adventures. Today we're going to start making my new flagpole. My flagpole will be a tilting one with a swivel flag connections so that the flag can move around the pole in the wind. Let's start off by ripping my timber down to size. So this is the one that has the pole coming out of it, and this will be behind, so you won't actually see the notch in this one. So I'm going to make it 10 mils smaller than this one so there's no problem with it closing. Set the blade to the other height, which is there, which will cut out of this piece. And then this is the pivoting piece that will come in and close onto there. So I do need to put an angle on this piece so that this can swing out, something like that, and then when this piece will pivot in, because at the moment this bottom piece needs to go down as it pivots. I'm going to have to cut my angle from the other side. Okay, so this piece will swing out, and as it swings out it will clear, and it's going to pivot like this. I might cut a slightly bigger angle on that, might make it 10 degrees. Yeah, that's better. So that'll swing out. Beautiful. So that's allowing for the pivot to clear. Yeah. Lovely. They do this on the end of doors. If you have a look at a door when it's closed, it's got a slight angle on it. But of course that's got a much longer pivot. This is going to be quite a short pivot. It's going to pivot about here, so it's going to be quite a short pivot. Okay, so now I'm just going to plane these to the same thickness, make sure they're all clean. There's a bit of a burr on there. Okay, beautiful. Let's give that a So we're only gluing this piece onto this piece because this is going to pivot inside. So that's basically what we're going to do, like that. Okay, let's glue this up. I'm using a polyurethane wood glue. It will love the dampness of this timber. I don't want to get too close so it oozes out onto the pivoting piece. So I'm going to glue it and screw it, then I'll turn it over and do the other side. And then tomorrow I will shape it all and make the top piece. And then on Monday, it's Saturday here today, and then on Monday I'll go and buy the aluminium and make the pole and the top. So later in the week we'll have our flag up. Beautiful. I will fill up these screw holes because this is going to be painted. Alright, we'll leave that to dry overnight and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. So what I am going to do now is take this section out. I'll just turn it over so you can see how it works. So I've taken this is a fixing screw, I'll have a bolt through it. This will be the pivot bolt. So it will pivot out like that. The flagpole will be out here. So what I'm going to do is cut a curve on this piece now. So that's going to be the centre of my pivot. So I've just stuck that on so I can get my compass. That's 45. If it was an oddball measurement and you didn't want to halve, like I said, that's just around 90. What you can do is, if we if you don't want to work out if that was, let's say, 87 or something, just tilt your scale or your ruler until you have two numbers. Like I'm going from 100 to my 0. Put it on the angle from side to side, and then 50 is my centre. If I went 120 and boarded and crossed the mark, 60 is my centre. So it's an easy way of, if you don't want to calculate, or if I wanted to do thirds, I could go 120 and do 40, 80. So I've got thirds now. Just a good way of dividing things so that you don't have to do maths and using numbers you know the division of. So that, I'm just going to mark that so you guys can see it. There's my top curve. So I'll cut that. I'm just going to mark the other one on the other side first. So I'll cut them out on the bandsaw and then sand it all up. Okay, so now I'm going to mark out what I'm going to do to the top section. Okay, we've had the design team from upstairs down. The top of it, I'm going to create another curve to match the curve of the base piece, and then I'm going to run the router up it and drill into it with the 50mm. So first of all I'm going to mark out this curve. Okay, so I'm going to once again, I'll go and cut that, I'll cut down the bandsaw, sand it up, and then we'll carry on from there. I'm over at my woodworking vise. I've mounted my flagpole facing up obviously. I started off by drilling a 50mm hole saw as far as I could down, and then I proceeded to drill holes in and out and chisel with my old curved chisel here until this is a spare piece of aluminium, and that drops down. I don't know if you can, oh yes, I'm dropping down so far into it, and that will get epoxied in there, epoxied, and then there'll be 2 screws from the side. So that's the end there. So now I'm going to mount it all back together, and I'll drill out these 2 mounting bolts and mount it up together, give it a final sand and clean up, and then Cynthia's going to stain it all black, and I'll go out and start digging a hole. Before the final strip down for sanding, I thought I'd show you how it works. So I'm going to undo this bolt, this nut. I've cut these off to length. This one pulls out, and then this just tilts over. Go up the far end and change the flag. Tilt it back. Put the pin in. Put the nut back on. We're done. Alright, I'm going to take this out and put it on the bench, give it a final sand up, clean up, and then go outside and dig a hole. Well, no, yes, I would. I'd like to get this in the ground concreted, then I'll start making the bearing type devices which are going to go on to hold the flag. So I'll get this in the ground first. Well, we've got to get, Cynthia will stain it first, and then we'll go to there. All right. Well guys, that's the wooden tilting base finished. In the next video I will machine the aluminium swivels, the top cap and all the bits for the rest of the pole. Thanks for spending your time with me, and I'll see you on the next video.